Today I've come to Collecticon with $1,000 in hand to buy my first Pokemon investment card ever. Harrison and a lot of the dealers around the show floor are gonna pick out the best investment card for me. Let's go. I'd like to buy one kind of max two cards with my $1,000 budget. So I'm looking for high-end cards, graded, ones that I can hold on to, and hopefully these will be good ones to like put in the safe and become more valuable over time.
Okay, but this is an interesting question. What about sealed product?
Honestly, that's often a good investment. Sealed product sometimes goes up more than cards themselves. But because this is really the first time I'm heavily investing in Pokemon, I'd rather buy individual cards.
Okay.
What would make a good investment card?
Team up stuff like PSA 10, the older like EX full arts.
Now, why those?
Because like they're PSA 10, they're older. They generally go up over time because they get older and older.
So you're thinking older stuff. So not like, I don't want to look for some of the more recent sets. Like you wouldn't suggest something from like Prismatic Evolutions, for example. I mean, how old do you want me to go?
There's some stuff newer that you could do, but I would recommend older PSA 10. 2018 and below.
Okay, all right.
I would go for two cards over around 500 because then you have two chances.
Okay, instead of just one card. You think if I go for two cards, that diversifies my investment a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we can look over here.
Well, if you want to talk about old stuff, PSA 10, we've got some great examples here. That one's from 2001, that Gyarados.
But I'm saying like...
And then here's a 2016.
But
those are both at $1,000 and they're both PSA 10.
But those are like the cards you want to look for. I'm saying like these kind of cards, like that pop out to the eye.
You prefer something like that. Why not like these ones? Like why would we not go for
because those are the super old cards are like super plain.
Super plain.
Yeah.
The design is really plain on those. Okay, so you like the more modern Pokemon that has the cooler design elements to it.
I like the mid-era.
The mid-era Pokemon. The design elements on those are better. They're more attractive, right?
Yeah.
So I guess this is kind of the difference when you're thinking about this in sports card terms. It's like vintage versus modern versus ultra modern, right? Like obviously the newer stuff has a lot more pizzazz to the card design. The older stuff, the vintage stuff is more plain. Now some would say more beautiful, but certainly more plain, and it does not appeal nearly as much to today's younger collectors. They all want the new stuff. They want the shiny foil surface and the full art imagery, right? And so that's where you think the better investment's gonna be. Hey guys, I found Mike. He's our general manager for TCG at Cards HQ. So Mike, I'm looking to buy my first Pokemon investment card. $1,000 budget. Harrison and I were talking a minute ago. He thinks I should go like mid-era, graded, high grade, like PSA 10.
Yeah.
He's talking about like some tag teams and like some different stuff like that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, tag teams are really good. There's a bunch of alternate arts for tag teams that I think you'd be able to get for $1,000 that you could still get as a 10. Some of them are more than 1,000, but tag teams are always a good option. There's also, if you're able to get some gold stars, they're really popular. A lot of people like them.
He likes that.
It's harder to find, so you might be, and they're more expensive, so you might get maybe an 8, maybe a 7 on some.
Okay.
Of them. But I think gold stars long term is going to do.
What years are those from?
They're from early on 2004ish.
Okay, so those are earlier. So possibly gold stars, possibly tag teams. Gold stars, I'm gonna have to go for a lower grade with my budget. Tag teams, I might be able to get something in PSA 10.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else that comes to mind? Would you consider anything from the last few years, or do you think from an investment standpoint, maybe not as much?
Yeah, so I think a lot of the Sword and Shield era stuff, I think is gonna do really well, especially a lot of the like more popular Pokemon, like Lugia, Gengar, although the Gengar is a lot more expensive now. Any of the Mews, so like the Mew VMAX or even the Mew V. And then there's a lot of the evolutions. So you have like the Leafeon VMAX, the Glaceon VMAX. I think a lot of those cards are kind of creeping up to more higher dollar, and I think those will do well even longer term.
Okay. All right, you're giving me some nice things to think about. All right, Mike, I appreciate it, man. We're going to go hunt around. Thank you.
Let me know what you get.
You got it. Okay, what did you think about Mike's advice there? What do you think about those gold stars?
Gold stars, yeah, I think that's a good investment
What are those exactly? Like, how would I tell if a card is a gold star?
because it has a gold star.
Oh, there's a gold star on the card?
Yeah,
Why do people like those gold stars? Like, what makes them desirable?
because they're rare.
Would you rather have a higher graded tag team card from the mid-era cards like you were talking about, or would you rather have a lower graded gold star that's older?
Tag team.
Why?
Because the art's so much cooler. I feel like tag teams, they're just like beautiful. You can get a better grade on it. People, of course, love PSA 10s.
Okay.
And you can get some nice promo tag teams, and the promos rock it up in value.
So here's what I would like to do. I would like to find a couple of tag teams to look at that you think are good investments. And I also want to look at a couple of gold stars that go with what Mike was suggesting. And then I want to make a decision between the two as to what I think is the better investment play.
Okay.
Can you help me find some?
Sure.
All right, let's go. Harrison, I think I see some tag teams. Now, are these the types of
Yeah.
cards you were talking about?
Yeah, but I would go for like different.
Well, let's take these out and look at these.
Can we see this Volcanion EX from Steam Siege? And one more. Can we have see the Lucario?
All right, so these are two of those tag teams that you were talking about right here. And
Yes.
these are actually right around my budget. So these could actually be really good ones to consider,
I like this card as an investment. This is a pretty nice one.
but
I
not that one as much?
I don't know as much on that one. I would rather a different tag team than the Zora Greninja, but that's a pretty good investment.
So what makes you like this one better than that one?
That's a promo. It comes out of one of those tins, and they're hard to get good grades on. Because
Okay.
of course, it comes out of a tin, and it's a promo.
And does it help the fact that this one's got Pikachu on it? Does that help this one maybe rise in importance over that one?
I mean, yeah, the characters do as well. Mainly, I prefer the fact that this is a promo that's not a promo.
Okay, so that's the big difference in your mind that makes that a better card.
Yes.
Now, this is one of those gold stars
Now
that we were talking
that's
about.
a little out of your price range.
It is, yeah. That's a lot out of my price range, right?
Because that's a PSA 9.
It's a PSA 9, I see. So if I were to pick up one of the gold stars, I remember Mike saying I really needed to probably look for like a PSA 7 or something like that,
Yeah.
which would probably put that card more down towards the price range that I have for my budget, I assume.
Yeah.
Why did you pull these two cards out?
Well, I thought this was actually a pretty good deal.
Okay.
$1,500 for the Lucario.
And now this one's a lot less expensive at $200. Actually, it's a year older. This is a 2016. What is it about that card that you like?
It's a Full Art EX. I'm not even joking. I might pick this up for myself if you don't pick this up.
Okay.
But
This is from the XY era, right? So that was a very popular era of Pokemon cards. This is definitely a lot of a less expensive card. I wasn't really planning on picking a card up around $200, but I guess I could. I guess I could pick that one up and then like an $800 card. But what is it about that card that you think makes it one that I should really consider picking up?
people just like these Full Art EX PSA 10s.
Okay.
It just appeals to them. And this is from Steam Siege, so it's decently old.
Okay. Okay. All right, you give me a lot to think about on this table. If I'm looking to buy a card that I think's got investment potential, where do you think, how would you kind of rank these?
Yeah, I think I'd probably put this one first.
Okay. So
And you nailed it. It's the Pikachu,
okay.
Yeah.
right? It's the Pikachu. Most Pikachu cards, especially the rare they get, they appreciate over time. Super popular, and it's a tag team on top of it. It's a promo. Your son got everything right.
Okay.
The second one I would put up there is the Mega Lucario.
Okay.
This one in particular, as we're getting into the new Mega era, Megas are coming back into Pokemon. Thirdly, I'd put this Volcanion. I think this is a good spot. This one's top 220, give or take. All of my full arts are less than 500 population.
Okay. Okay, so actually, Harrison, it's the dealer actually thinks you did a pretty good job picking out those cards.
Yeah.
He thinks you know what you're talking about there. All right, so this gives me a lot to think about. I want to walk around a little bit more, but let me take a photo of these three, and because I think we've got some pretty strong contenders here in terms of what to consider investing in. All right, Harrison, there's some more tag teams in this dealer's case over here
Yeah.
that look like they're right around my budget. What do we have here? We've got this is a Mewtwo and Mew tag team from 2019,
Yeah.
Black Star, and then from Sun and Moon, we've got a
That's-
Gengar, right?
That's from Team Up. So Team Up's going up. It's doing really good.
Okay, so both of those are right around my budget, especially if I can, maybe work them down on the price a little bit. Of those two, which ones do you like better?
Probably the Mewtwo Mew.
Why is that? Just because of the popularity of the characters?
Yeah, the characters are pretty good. It's a promo, like I said earlier.
Oh, you know what? He's got a gold star here.
Oh yeah, he does.
So this is one of those 2004 gold stars. This is actually kind of the exact type of card that Mike from Cards HQ recommended earlier, because he said 2004 gold star in a lower grade, right? That's a PSA 6 from 2004 gold star. Now I'm not super familiar with that character. Is that a popular character?
No, not really.
Torchic's not super popular,
No.
but it is a gold star from 2004. So what do you think about that versus something like the Mew and the Mewtwo tag team?
Well, I feel like you can kind of see this pops out more
Sure, visually it does.
visually.
It does. So you really are into that era of Pokemon where you get a lot more visual appeal on the cards.
Yeah, they have the Pikachu Zekrom. Oh, they have like $400 tag team PSA 10,
Okay.
and that's a promo.
Okay. So if I wanted to go for a lesser expensive tag team PSA 10, I could go up there and consider that one.
Consider that, yeah.
What is this? That
Oh,
looks
that's-
like the Venusaur from the other booth
What?
that you were looking at raw, right?
That's the Ancient Origins Tyranitar.
Okay.
Did you just call the Rayquaza a Venusaur?
Oh, sorry, I did. I messed that up.
What is this?
Rayquaza, Venusaur. Same thing. Are they not the same?
No.
Are they not the same?
Now this is also.
Are they friends at least?
I like this a lot because that's Charizard. That's also Cosmic Eclipse.
You like that one?
It's Rainbow. It's Charizard. It's Cosmic Eclipse.
Okay.
PSA 10. It's really good.
So that's a good tag team in your opinion as well.
Yeah.
What do you think about these art cards, right? I love the ones that are like they're the recreation of famous paintings that they put the Pokemon art inside. So obviously the Pikachu's way over my budget, as is the Eevee. But this one actually, the Rowlet actually would fit probably right around within my budget. What do you think of a card like that compared to some of the other ones we've looked at?
I would rather the tag teams and
Okay.
pick up like 2 like full REXs or tag teams. But you could also ask Mike on his opinion about the retrospectives.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll have them pull out a couple of the tag teams so we can take a closer look and then compare what we're seeing at this table to what we saw at the other dealer booth to see what we like better. All right, we pulled a few of the cards out we were talking about. Let's start with this Mewtwo and Mew. I'm going to scan this one in Market Movers and see what the market's been doing on that card. Oh, so we actually, look at that. We had one of these at Cards HQ. We just sold it for $980 the other day. Last one on eBay sold for $1,000. So he's probably a little high on a sticker at $1,100, but I could probably get, maybe get him to come down $100 on that, and then that would fit right within my budget.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the population on that card is almost 7,000. Let me look up the price on this one in Market Movers as well, just to see what market's done on this recently. So recent sales around $350, somewhere between around $300 to $350. So he's a little high on the sticker there at $450. What do you think about this one here at $1,100 versus that Pikachu tag team that we saw at the other booth a minute ago, which was right around the same price point?
I would prefer to have the Pikachu.
Why is that?
In my opinion, the art looks cooler on the Pikachu.
Okay. There we go. And we'll keep this in mind and we'll continue to look around a little bit more, okay?
All right, let's go. Holy. Oh.
Why are you getting emotional over these cards? What's going on?
Dang, I haven't seen those. I've never seen them in 10s.
Why do you like them so much?
Dang. Because there's literally Plasma Blast, Palkia EX and Dialga EX PSA 10s.
They're just like super rare? They're
Yes.
just super amazing?
Yes, that's why it's 30,000 for the pair.
30,000 for the pair? Oh my God, what are we doing?
Yes, because they're
30,000 for the pair?
because they're so rare.
Oh my gosh. Did you forget about my budget?
You should get that.
I should get that? Why should I get that? I'd have to sell a vehicle to get that.
Because then I'll buy it from you for $1.
I might not pay your tuition for a year to get that.
They're just so rare.
They're just so rare?
It's almost impossible to find those in 10s.
Impossible to find those in a 10? All right, how about around my budget? This is cool, look at this thing.
Those are 1,100 now?
That's Charizard. That's Charizard, right?
I sold that for 500 a couple months ago.
Wow, they've gone up that much?
Yeah. Charizard's good.
Charizard's good, but what about that card in particular?
Yeah, it's a promo.
Okay, so you like the promo aspect of it.
But yeah, it's PSA 10.
It is the PSA 10, but it wasn't on your list. You wanted like the tag teams and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Why would a card like that not have been on your list?
I mean, that's a good investment card.
You think it's still a good investment card?
That's a pretty good investment
How would
card.
you rate that against like the tag team with Pikachu in it? Because that right now I'd say that Pikachu tag team's probably like my number one that of the ones that I've seen so far.
Well, I feel like the Pikachu Zekrom is definitely a better investment.
Why?
Because it's Pikachu and Zekrom, it's a tag team, it's a promo, PSA 10, people love it.
But this is also a promo, and this is also a PSA 10, and this is Charizard, and it's older, and
But
it's lower
not-
population.
But it's not a tag team.
It's not a tag team. So you think there's really something special to being a tag team?
Yeah.
You think the tag team just is where it's at from an investment? Okay. All right. Well, let's continue on then. Let's continue on. I'd like to see if we can find like one of those older cards, like one of those gold stars that's actually within my price range. We haven't found one yet. We saw one over there, but it was a lot more expensive.
Oh, here's a good investment card. It may be a little out of price
That?
range.
A little out of my price range. That's $4,000, Harrison.
I mean, Gengar's a really good Pokemon. People like it. It's going up in popularity. PSA 10 from Team Up, Sun and Moon.
Well, yes, I believe that all those things are probably true, and that's why it's 4 times over my investment budget
I
today.
mean, I might split it with you if you wanted to do that. 2K.
You'd split that with me?
Maybe.
How well are you doing with your Pokemon flipping business?
Pretty good.
That's interesting. So you would split that half-half?
Yeah, I would think about that, splitting it half-half.
All right, well that's still spending more money than I'd wanted to spend today. What would be our plan if we split the card?
Hold it till it's 6K.
What if it goes down to 2K?
Then we keep waiting. It will pass 4K eventually.
You could have bought that card for $300 back in 2022.
In 2023, actually.
Look at this thing. Even in 2024, even a year ago, Harrison, a year ago, this card was under $1,000 a year ago. And then look, wow.
And now it
actually got all the way up.
It got to 47.
To like close to $5,000. And then it's actually come down a little bit. It's actually had a little bit of a downward trend. Most recent sale on that was $3,800. It actually has come down a little bit recently. It started to cool off a little bit. Is that it looks like it kind of got a little overheated there maybe. By the way, guys, I'm using Market Movers for all of this. Check out Market Movers, sportscardinvestor.com. Click Market Movers in the main menu bar. Download the Market Movers app in the App Store.
I would be pretty sad if we come back next Collecticon and that card's 6K or 5K.
What if it's like 2 or 3K?
It's not going to be 2 or 3. It's not going to go down that much.
Okay. You do have some money to kind of invest right now if you want to.
Yeah.
Because you've done really well with your flipping and your raw to grade and everything you've been doing for the last couple of years, really. What would you offer on that? Because right now, most recent sale on that $3,800, it looks like it's kind of stabilized around that price. $3,500?
I feel like 35.
If we could get it for $3,500, that would be $1,750.
I would think about that. Yeah, I would actually very much think about that.
If you can get it down to that, I would put in $1,750. That's over my budget. I was only going to spend $1,000 today, but if you want to buy that card together, I would put in $1,750 and do that. If we're going to do it together, and then we own it together, and we decide when to sell it together.
All right, I'll think about that. Yeah. Yeah, if he can come down to 35, I'll definitely think about that. You think you could do 35 on it?
call $50, $35.50.
I'd pretty much have to be at 35.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want to do 3,500?
Yeah. Can I come back in like 45 minutes? I need some time to think about
Of course,
that.
think about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. That's a very tempting option. All right, Mike. So Harris and I have been going all over the show floor, looking for a lot of different investment cards. There's two that I've come down between, and I want to get your opinion. Okay. From an investment standpoint, do you think I'm better off spending a little more money and splitting this Gengar with Harrison, or spending a little bit less money going with the Pikachu? They're both tag teams. What's your thought?
I think both are solid options. I think you found two really sick cards. I think the Gengar Mimikyu, I think people like a little bit more than the Pikachu Zekrom, which is also why it's priced a lot more. I think long term it'll probably end up doing a little bit better than the Pikachu Zekrom, but with how relatively cheap-ish the Pikachu Zekrom is, I think it also has a lot more room to grow as well.
What you see in the sports card market is that the real iconic cards, the cards that are the most sought after, the cards that most people want, you have to pay more to get them, but they're also the ones that tend to go up more over time because there's always constant demand for them. They're always on everybody's bucket list, right? So in terms of that, would the Gengar be more of that bucket list type of card than the Pikachu would be?
In my mind, I would say probably.
Okay.
I think, although a lot of people do like Pikachu, I think just the Mimikyu and the Gengar combined into one card being a tag team, I just think has probably a little bit more likability than the Pikachu and Zekrom.
Mike seems in favor of this one, Harrison. What are you thinking? That's a big investment from your end as well. That's tying up a lot of your cash. But I know you've been doing really well recently with your eBay sales. What are your thoughts?
The Gengar Mimikyu, on an investment standpoint, I feel like it could go up more. But I feel like the Pikachu Zekrom is also less expensive.
Right.
So there's less of a risk.
Right.
But if we split it, then we both have less of a risk.
Yeah. So you want to do it? You want to do this one with me?
I'll think about it. I mean,
Okay.
I might have to throw in a couple cards.
I see. To cover your part of the deal, you're talking about maybe seeing if you throw a couple cards in a trade. That way you're not having to come out with quite as much cash.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Let's think about that. Awesome, Mike.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you. Good
Let me know,
advice.
guys.
Good advice. Thank you.
All right, $3,500. 100, 200, 34, 35. Thank you.
Wow. Show me what you got.
Thank you.
We got it. Super, super thrilled to have that card. Father and son, we got an investment together, and then they're gonna have to check back here in a year
Yeah.
for the video when maybe we sell this. We'll see what it's worth.
See what it's worth.
Awesome. Guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like, and we'll see you soon with our next episode. Take care.
Bye.